I'm standing here in 599 Van Buren Court in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're just a few days away from closing, which means this is all going to be destaged pretty soon. So before it's empty, I wanted to show you guys a little bit about the property. This one's kind of special. I think this is the most amount of work I've put into a house that I don't have any ownership interest in. So I just wanted to share all the work that we did, some fun before and afters, because it's a violent contrast between what it looked like when I first saw this property and what it looks like today, and just show some of the beautiful staging that we did. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive in and take a look. Okay, so when I first came to this property, this has been an estate sale. So the estate gave me a call. They wanted to know what we needed to do to get this property sold. I gave them a list and they delivered. So when I first came here to look at this house, this is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath in Windsor Oaks in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Where we're standing now was all carpet, and it was blood red carpet. So that was, I remember correctly, I think it was in the foyer, as well as, here, follow me, as well as in this living room area and the dining room. But we had all of this repainted. I think it's Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. Had the trim painted as well, and then they replaced the LVP here. And then coming into the kitchen, originally what I had wanted them to do was paint the cabinets, replace the backsplash, and replace the countertops. So that was going to be like my budget-friendly version of updating this kitchen. They chose not to do that, which is totally fine. Sometimes, we got to pick our battles. But what we did do was just clean everything out really, really good. We also replaced this faucet. I know it looks older. This is actually a brand new faucet because that was leaking before. We replaced really anything that was leaking in the entire house. Toilets, plumbing fixtures, faucets, whatever, all that's brand new. Cleaned up the oven a little bit. That's not original, but that was here when we first looked at the house. Same with the hood vent. But these two appliances are new. Now the story of this fridge is quite interesting. So the owners are out-of-state owners. That's another reason why I had to do a lot of work on this house. Originally, when we had the fridge delivered, I had measured everything out. I had sent it to the owners, and we got it delivered from Home Depot, and they went to push it back, and it would not fit because of this lip. So they couldn't even fully install it or push it back because of that lip. So I had somebody come out and take a look at cutting that so we could get everything installed. He shows up and he says, sure, I can cut that wood so you can push it back, but the fridge door is not going to open. It's going to hit this. And I was like, what are you talking about? And sure enough, he was right. When the fridge doors were open, the fridge was too wide and it was going to hit this wall. So at that point, we were like 3 weeks past the original delivery date from Home Depot. So Home Depot would not just take the fridge back. I actually had to go to the Home Depot store. I might have sweetened them up a little bit by bringing my puppy with me. And we were able to return the fridge to the Home Depot store. And then we ordered this one, which honestly I like a little bit better. All of this was originally ceramic tile. We just laid the LVP right on top of it, made the transition super, super easy. Over here we have the laundry room area as well as the downstairs half bath. Then this is a cute little like eat-in kitchen area. It could also be a dining room, or we had it staged as a formal sitting room. I have seen some of this same layout of properties rehabbed to have this be like a peninsula or a bar that you can eat in. They've extended the kitchen. I do really love this downstairs layout because there's a lot you could do here. This is the backyard. It looks small, super small fenced in portion, but the lot itself is actually almost 1/4 of an acre. It extends all the way down to the street on that side, as well as over here, all the way to the tree line. It's this big pie-shaped lot that's on the corner of the cul-de-sac, which is going to be amazing for the new owners. And then another thing we did was this carpet. So we had this carpet replaced. It was that same red carpet that was down here. When we pulled it up, we did discover that it's real hardwood underneath. So if the new homeowners are seeing this, you can tear that up and refinish those. The reason we did not refinish them was because it is a different oak, different wood type than what's up here. So up here, I believe, is a red oak, and the stairs were a white oak. And so we chose not to refinish those and just put carpet on instead so that the stain didn't mismatch. So another thing we did was sand and put poly down on all the floors upstairs. So everything upstairs is the original hardwood, which I love. You've got a little bit of creaking, but that's just, you know, you're gonna have that in a house of this age. I did originally suggest to the owners that we replace some things in here, like the vanity, even the tile in here. They did not end up doing that, but we did scrub it down as much as possible, clean everything out. And honestly, the new owners can kind of do what they want here. It's a blank slate. And then the other bathroom, the hall bathroom, I had suggested to them that they leave this blue tiled shower because, believe it or not, the old school colored tile is coming back. And just kind of do something here with the vanity and maybe the toilet, maybe the floor. We didn't. We left it as is, which honestly is fine. We still got multiple offers over asking price. I think we were priced very well, all things considered. And the most important thing we did here was stage every single bedroom. So we staged this room, obviously. We staged the primary bedroom. We staged the secondary bedrooms. We staged everything, which really, I think, helped people visualize the space. This is a 2,000 square foot home. Sometimes when there's nothing in a room, it's hard for people to see the space. The rooms feel smaller, they look smaller. So actually adding in furniture can make things just look bigger. We did paint this room as well as the primary bedroom. We left the other two, I think they're like a white color. We left the other two as is. Oh no, they're a cream too. But we did. So this is one of the secondary bedrooms. Again, it's a great size room. We just needed to freshen it up a little bit with some staging, and I think we did a great job. We also cleaned, there was just some like dust and stuff on the ceiling. We cleaned all that up, scrubbed down the windows. I love a good window scrub. And yeah, we got it listed and sold. Thank you guys for watching. I also wanted to give a big thank you to my new cameraman, Phoenix. This is his first video that he's doing, and he's doing great. So, do you have anything to say, Phoenix?
I am employed.
He's employed. He's very excited to be employed. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed watching this, I don't know how YouTube works. Give me a follow, give me a like. I don't know. We're just going to try this thing and see what happens. So, yeah, thanks. Hope to see you guys soon.